When I first heard about the network, I was really excited. There's a lot of men who all know each other, and there are some women, but sort of dotted around, it feels like quite a male environment. Statistically, 80% of the chief execs are men. When I heard there was a women's network, I was really keen to join, and it was being chaired by Seema Kennedy, who's chair of the IHPN, and I think that was really important messaging as to how that network was sort of being positioned when it first started, and to have the chair of the whole of the IHPN chair that network with really strong support from female leaders within IHPN sort of elevated it to a level of importance. When we had 2 or 3 meetings, I think, it became clear that despite Seema's best intentions, she's an incredibly busy woman. By that point, we as a group had decided on some of the initiatives that we wanted to do, so some research and some coaching and some mentoring, and those were all things that I felt personally were really important for the network. I put my hand up to chair, and so did Claire, so we agreed to co-chair, which has been really, really positive experience. For me, mentoring is the thing that's had the most value in my career. I sort of didn't know that I needed it and wasn't aware of where to find it, and I was really fortunate that a very strong female leader in a previous role approached me, actually in the kitchen over a cup of tea, and said, "Hi, how are you getting on? Would you like to do some formal mentoring with me?" It was incredible having that sort of protected time with a senior leader asking me questions I didn't really know the answer to about what I wanted to do and why, and making me think about things in a different way. And then since then, I've had other mentors, and I've also do quite a lot of mentoring, which I really enjoy. I also feel like I stumbled across it by accident. I was really fortunate that someone came up to me and offered their time in that way. And so part of this women's network is around how do we make that mentoring opportunity really clear and accessible for everybody, and ensure that all their learnings are being passed on and they're helping engage and energize that next generation of female leaders. For me, mentoring, I think, is it's easier to make it more accessible than coaching. Mentoring, it doesn't have to cost anything. It's someone giving their time, but in a structured way so that both parties know what they're signing up for. And so I think the more accessible and easy to access we can make that for everybody at various different stages in their career, that's what I think the Women's Network can achieve.